So you have assembled the bed, you've chosen where you're going to put it. In this case, we're going to put it just for this video right here in our outdoor garden. This is sitting on some 1/2 inch clean chat. So some 1/2 inch stone, probably 4 inches deep. That's letting the rain drain completely. Those are things to consider when you're placing your bed. When we place the bed, we can place it directly on gravel or grass. But what we found is if we place a paver under the corners of the bed, that'll keep the bed nice and level. It's not going to settle. So I'll show you some examples of that with these other beds. But first, we'll level this bed and I'll show you how I do that. If you'll notice where the bubble is in relationship to the two lines, the bubble is moving this way. Whichever way your bubble's moving, then you know it's higher on that end. During this process, I'm looking for the highest corner of the bed. And so I'm going to do that by setting my level down. It's running this way, so this is higher. So now I'm going to come over here, set the level down. It's running this way. So this corner is higher than that corner. It's running this way. So this is the highest corner. And so we're going to start everything off this corner. I'm going to excavate underneath it, place a paver so we don't change the height of this corner. This is the corner that we decided was the highest. You can see how it's not even touching in here. There goes a little spider. So I'm going to pull some of this gravel out from underneath this corner, and I'm going to give room for this paver. This paver is about 1.5 inches thick. It's nice and wide. We're going to place it under here, so it's going to be underneath the corner of the bed. So the block will almost fit under there. Now I can lift the bed and rest the corner on the paver. So this was our highest corner. We put a paver under the corner, and we slightly raise this corner up. Now we're going to come down to this side. We're going to put our level on here. Our level's in place. I'm going to raise the bed up to see how tall I need to get it. And once the bubble is between the lines, we are level. We have the front leveled there. We did that corner, this corner. Now we're moving on to this corner. This corner needs to come up quite a bit. I'm going to raise the whole corner and just place the brick under there and see where that gets us. It's close, so we're going to need either 2 bricks or a little bit of gravel under this corner, and I'm going to opt for a little bit of gravel because we're really close. Needs to go down just a little layout on this one, and there we have it. I'm going to check that should be level with each other, and it is. All right, let's look at something. So we have a 2-inch gap here. Now if we were to leave that gap, when we put soil in there, soil is going to come out at about a 30-degree angle. So if we don't want that, we have 2 options. One, we can lower the bed in the gravel. So now this would be our tallest point here. Or we can take excess gravel and put it on the inside of the bed. What that'll do is if this settles in the future any, all you'll see is white gravel right here, and you won't see any soil coming out. And I'll show you an example of that. So here's an example. This is about 2 inches off the ground, and we filled the inside of the bed with about this much gravel, just on the inside, on the corners. So now gravel comes out instead of soil. So to recap what we've done, first we found the highest corner of the bed, which led us to this corner here. Then we made the decision that this would be the corner that we would place all of our measurements off of. So we placed a paver under here, brought this one up to height, brought this one up to height, brought this one up to height. Now we're level. Now we're going to fill the inside of the bed with a little bit of gravel on the high sides, and then we'll fill it with soil and we'll be ready to grow. So these are for sitting. You can walk on them too. Now you have a level bed ready to grow in.